Hello, my charmed ones, and welcome back to my channel for another video. If this is your first time with me, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Alexis, but I'm also known as MissTrenchcoat all across the internet. I'm an online entrepreneur who helps overwhelmed women manage their time, energy, and expectations so they can get all of their big thoughts, plans, dreams, and ideas out of their head and onto paper so they can get down to business creating their dream life. And today's video is all about that topic in terms of, I want to share with you some daily planning journaling prompts and affirmations to help you create a plan each and every day that actually comes true. Now, full disclosure here, this was not the video that I thought I was going to be filming today, but I just posted on Instagram this post. I'll pop it up on screen so you guys can see it, that says, "She who makes the plan knows the future." And really, this was a post that I had written for Instagram that I really thought was actually really impactful that I should probably make a video about, which is why you're watching this right now. And it was really inspired by a quote that I absolutely love that's attributed to Abraham Lincoln that says, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." And I actually wholeheartedly agree with that quote. So I'm someone, if you've been following me for a while, you may know I like to dabble and play with different forms of divination. I really love tarot, and I really love studying the I-Ching, which, if you're not familiar, is a very, very ancient, 3000 BC document, or we'll say book, from ancient China. That's the first historical evidence or book that has something to do with divination. So it's a very old divinatory text. I love to study the I-Ching. And I love playing with the idea of divination because I think we all like to know what the future is. But truthfully, I really believe that we have power as individuals to manifest the future that we desire. And planning comes into that so strongly. So this is one of these areas where I think planning and productivity intersect with metaphysics and different metaphysical research and different sorts of strategies that people use, like vision casting and scripting, to help them bring their dream life to fruition. If you're not already someone who knows, one of my big tenets of my daily planning process is the concept of journaling. I do like to keep journaling inserts in my planner. Actually, I keep it in a separate planner. You guys know, if you saw my planner set for 2020, I no longer keep my journaling inserts in my planner. They are in a separate planner just because I don't have enough room inside of this guy to do my daily, journaling in there too. But I am someone who believes if you get your big thoughts, plans, dreams, and ideas out of your head and onto paper, it makes it easier for you to create and to craft a plan that, if you execute on it, if you align a great plan with your thoughts and your mindset and your heart and your actions, you can bring whatever future you desire into fruition. So I wanted to share with you today some journaling prompts for daily planning that you can use to help create and help script a plan that really brings you in alignment with your goals, and some affirmations that you can use to help you shift your mindset and your focus to actually executing. Because how many of us sometimes make a plan and don't actually follow through with it? Planning is a wonderful and powerful tool that we can use to make our goals come to fruition, but if you spend the time planning and not put the action behind doing it, you know that you end up having not very good results at all. So first, let me go ahead and talk you through these 5 daily planning prompts that are things that you can write down in your planner right now or in your journal and write out the answers to these. If you did it every day, it would be spectacular. So the first prompt is, what is your intention for today? I know that sounds simple, but what is it that you're actually trying to move the needle on? Where are you putting your focus? What would you love to have be the outcome of the day? I want you to write that out as your intention, right? And it can be something that's a little bit more intangible, like I want to be less stressed out, or I want to feel really energetic today. You can do something like that if you choose, but I think it's even more effective if you write out the end goal for your day. Like, you'd love to have this project accomplished, or you want to move the needle on this specific goal or objective. Something like that would be a wonderful answer. Second prompt is, which goals are you taking action on to move forward today? So you're actually going to sit down and think about what your goals are and the action steps that you need to accomplish in order to move those goals forward. And you're going to pick the action steps that are actually going to be done today, right? So, our goals are never done overnight. Even a big, complicated, scary goal can be done if we take it step by step, action by action, day by day. So this is for you to check in with your goals every day in your planning process and say, what actions that relate to my goals are going to be done today that I have to schedule and prioritize. Number 3, what scheduled tasks or appointments do you have for the day? This is very important. This is a basic daily planning question that I use because if you're someone who has to be somewhere or be on a meeting, or prepare for any meetings, it's very important that you have a clear view of what's expected of you. If you have to go to a meeting, I know right now we're in COVID in the pandemic, but some of us still have to actually go out into the field and do work, I'm sure. Not myself, but I know some of you probably do. So when do you need to be there? You have to think about what the travel time is going to be, any prep you need to do. I think very often, especially if you're someone who has a lot of meetings throughout the day, either at home or you have to go somewhere, I think it's very easy for us to overwhelm our schedule because we're not properly thinking about all of the time and energy that goes into making that meeting or appointment happen. So think about all of the things that relate to that meeting, what prep work you have to do, drive time, etc. Okay? Not just the time for the meeting itself. Now, next prompt is, what are the 3 most important tasks that need to be accomplished today? This is my daily top 3, right? So this is a major tenet of my functional planning philosophy, identifying the 3 individual tasks, not projects, not big objectives, but the 3 individual tasks that you need to complete. And you put those on their own little list. And this is essential for you to prioritize your tasks. So we all know that if we just make a to-do list and work off of it, there's way more to do on any of our to-do lists than we can actually get done in a day. So how do you move the needle forward? You make sure that the priority items get done first so that the lesser items or things that it's okay, you can afford to let them drop off your to-do list for the day, they get pushed to the bottom, right? So we want to prioritize and focus on the 3 daily tasks and tackle them first. And finally, last, 5th and final daily planning prompt is, how do you want to spend your downtime today? This is something that I have recently started integrating into my daily planning process. I think throughout the day, we end up getting distracted a lot, right? There might be a book we want to read. There might be a show we want to watch. There might be someone we want to talk to, right? And I think it's very easy for us to feel like we want to do it right now when we could be using that sort of carrot on a stick to be a motivating factor for us to get our work done so that we can then do something that we enjoy. So think about and plan for your downtime, right? I think most of us have a little time in the day to spend for ourselves. I know that if you're a very busy working mom right now with COVID, who's homeschooling and working and all of that stuff, you probably have a little less time. But if you have any downtime in the day, which I hope you do have at least like a half hour to an hour for yourself, even if it's right before bed, how are you going to spend that time? This is a great time to allocate for self-care, but it's also a great way to kind of build in a reward into your day that really motivates you to get your work accomplished so that you can then enjoy whatever it is. For me, it might be like a book on tape. It might be me taking a bath and doing some self-care with like a lush bath, and even perhaps wearing my AirPods into the bathtub and listening to a book on tape or some music or something like that. So think about that. How do you want to spend your downtime? I don't think enough of us are actually planning for our downtime in the day, but you can use that strategically to be more productive. Okay, now those are the 5 planning prompts, the affirmations. So these are affirmations, positive statements that are things that you should write out, right? Not just in your planner, but maybe leave out on sticky notes, put them somewhere like on the background of your computer or on your phone to help remind you of what you really are capable of and who you really are on the inside, right? I think we get a lot of labels and a lot of assumptions about ourselves thrown on us from the outside world. And it's very important for our mindset that we kind of refocus who it is that we are and who we want to be by using positive affirmations. Way too many of us, I think, have a lot of negative self-talk that we have to overcome. So this is great for you if you're a negative self-talk person. Okay, affirmation number 1. What I decide gets to be the path for me. What I decide gets to be the path for me. I love this affirmation because it's absolutely true. You create the rules for your life. I know there's a lot of people out there who like to tell you how you should be doing things and telling you how to spend your time and telling you if you don't do X, Y, or Z, you can't be successful. Throw it all out. It's all other people's opinions. What is true for you and what you decide you want and how you want to get there gets to be the path that you take in life. Beautiful affirmation. Next one, I can take it slow and still accomplish it all. I can take it slow and still accomplish it all. This is another ultimate truth. You do not have to rush around through your day like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to get everything done and feel like that is the measure of productivity. A lot of people believe that being busy means you're being productive. I've said this for years. Busy is bullshit. That does not equate to productivity. You can take it slow and intentionally and focus on the strategic things that you need to do during the day and move your life forward in leaps and bounds in a way that you would never be able to accomplish if you're running around crazy trying to do things and check things off a list. So I can take it slow and still accomplish it all because you can. Next, every day I take steps to manifest my goals. Every day I take steps to manifest my goals. Hopefully that's one that you can really take to heart, and using the daily journaling prompts about moving your goals forward, you can start taking action to bring more of your goal to-do items onto your daily to-do list. What I focus on expands. Again, what I focus on expands. This is another beautiful affirmation that is really very true. Whenever we put our attention onto something, whenever we're focused on it, it becomes bigger, it becomes more important, it becomes all engulfing, right? Did you ever have something you were worried about, and by thinking about it all the time, it became worse and worse and worse and worse? That's really the negative side of this principle at work. But if you think about things that you're grateful for or positive things, and you focus on how much you're getting done, not the things that you're not getting done, but the things you are getting done on your to-do list, you focus on this, you are going to end up having more and more and more things on your to-do list that get done because what you focus on expands. Basic principle of the universe here. And finally, I am the creator of my own destiny. Again, say it with me. I am the creator of my own destiny because you are. And that's really the thing I want you to take home from this entire video and what I'm sharing with you today is that you are the creator of your destiny. You get to say what the rules are and what you want to accomplish and what success means to you. So don't let any of the outside interference break down your mindset. Stay strong, stay focused, because she who makes the plan knows the future. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it was inspiring and motivating for you and that you got some great prompts and affirmations to use in your own daily journaling or in your planning to help you bring more of your future successes into fruition. So I would love to hear from you which one of the affirmations was your favorite or one that you think is going to be the one that you are going to focus on the most, because what you focus on expands. If you guys want to know more about my journaling practice for manifestation and for planning, let me know. I'd love to do a video on it for you. And if you're interested in the inserts that I do use for my daily journaling, I will leave information in the description box for you to check them out. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with anyone you think would find it helpful. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me. And until next time, bye-bye.